Hello, hello, my friends. Wow, these are very cockeyed. This is my Halloween festivity personal decor. I've got some rainbow kitty ears in honor of my girls today because Jaina is dressed up as a kitty and Stella is going to be a unicorn. So I thought, why not go with the rainbow kitty ears? Right? I'm going to share this video a couple places so that people can see it. Hi, sweet Julie friend of mine. I see that my sweet friend Julie is here. She is a wonderful friend of mine. Let's see, is it going to let me share this to a group? Maybe not. I think I'm live on my personal Facebook, right? Julie, if you're here, tell me if I'm live on my personal Facebook or if I pushed a button wrong. It's all a mystery, you guys. Facebook's constantly changing. You never know. Hi, Julie. I guess these rainbow kitty ears give me a southern accent too. I don't know. It's Halloween weekend. You can pretend to be whatever you want, right? I'm going to hang out a couple minutes and see if some more friends come on live. Okay, I am on my personal wall. That was the goal. Thank you, my friend. We'll hang out for a minute and see if some other people are joining us. Hi, Becky. And, oh, I guess you can pick effects. I'm not going to try to mess with that. Yeah. I'm going to send some invites to friends. Invite them to watch. Did you guys know you could do this? Why not, right? Okie dokie. Julie, can I pretend to have sanity for Halloween? I love you, girl. I hear you. I hear ya. That's funny. You can pretend whatever you want for Halloween. That's what I'm going with. You do whatever you want. Good afternoon, you guys. I'm so glad those of you who are here. Hello to those of you who are later on watching replay. Feel free to write replay. Feel free to leave questions, comments, all the things as we talk. So for those of you who have listened to one of my classes before, some of this will be similar, some of this will be different. I did try to shorten some of these things because this is in the Lunch and Learn style. It will definitely be longer than our typical 10 to 15 minutes, but I did try to shorten it a bit to make it still manageably fit in lunchtime. We'll see if I did a good job. Okay, we are going to get started. We're going to get started. So good afternoon. Thank you to you guys who are here live. My name's Lauren. I am a wife, I'm a mama of two, I am a nurse, and I have been using essential oils in our home and on our body for a little over 4 years now. 2 years ago, our life took a really unexpected turn for the better when we got some toxic ingredients out of our personal care products and our cleaning products. We used to have what I call the domino effect of winter illness, and it was like one of us would get some sort of cold and it would just cycle through everybody, knocking us over like dominoes until finally the last person's down and the first person gets something else. Leave a hand raise or a emoji or something if you can relate to that, if your family has ever gone through that. That is what we used to experience when our girls were 1, 2, 3, 4. But 2 years ago, 2 years ago, that changed, and we have not been back to it since. We are going on our third successful winter of having some amazing tools to support our bodies to stay well when they need it. That change was so dramatic for us that it is what made me start sharing about how essential oils work, what they can do for your body, why reading your ingredients and knowing what you're putting in your body, in your air, on your home is so important. So I am super excited to share some of that information with you guys today and how you can use this information to stay healthy during the fall and winter months, particularly. So I've learned these things. Some of them have been trial and error from my own experience. Some of them have been through our wellness community, and some of them have been me digging and doing my own research through scientific articles and Some of it I learned at a nurses conference I went to. But I want to say right here at the beginning, just like you don't have to be a dietitian to eat vegetables and know that they're good for you, you don't have to be a professional or a scientist to use and love and benefit from essential oils. They know how to work in your body just like our food knows how to work in our body. We don't have to understand all of it to have benefits. But let's start with what an essential oil actually is, because I didn't know when I got started, and maybe you have questions too. Essential oils are basically the lifeblood of a plant. They all come from various forms of plants. Essential oil is basically distilled plant matter, which could be, if it's an herb, it could be leaves and stems, it could be the bark of a tree, it could be flower petals, depends on the plant, right? When you break a plant apart, if you're weeding or pruning or gardening, and you smell the aromatic compound that's released, that's the essential oil of the plant. It rushes to the injured area of the plant to heal, regenerate, repair. That's what essential oils do. They function a lot like blood does in our human body. It transports things to make the plant or our bodies thrive. When your skin gets cut in your body, blood rushes there, right? When plants get damaged, essential oil goes there. Essential oils help plants fight against predators, insect manifestations, disease. Plants can't just like get up and move away from their threats like humans can, right? They have to have an innate defense. That is what the essential oil is. And when we use essential oils on our body, it has many of the same healing properties as it does in plants. Essential oils, where do they come from? How long have they been around? Well, since biblical times and probably even longer. Over the past 5 or 10 years, you see them pop up and gain popularity in various retailers. But there are a lot of reasons why I only trust the brand Young Living, which I will say is the pioneer of essential oils in North America and is a 26, almost 27-year-old company. So this is not a new fad thing. I am a really big proponent of always reading labels, whether it is on your clothes to know about the fabric, whether it's on your food to know what's in it, whether it's a bottle of essential oil. If the ingredients list on your essential oil bottle says something like vegetable oil in it, it is not a pure bottle of essential oil, even if it says pure or 100% pure. There are a lot of marketing terms that can be used when it comes to essential oils because of the lack of regulation about them. But let's think about this. With our food, if something is cheap, it had to be produced cheaply, right? Same goes with essential oils. How do companies make oils for a cheap price? There's a variety of ways some companies do that. Maybe they use low quality plants. Maybe they spray pesticides, herbicides, Roundup, fertilizers that are artificial and not great for you. They can spray those all over crops because remember they come from plants. So really it goes back to farming. How are they farmed? Maybe they weren't produced ethically. Maybe the company making cheap essential oil does what's called using multiple distillations. That's like if I make a cup of tea, usually I use my tea bag once, right? Or if you make a cup of coffee, use your coffee grounds once with the water and you put the rest in the compost or the garbage. Well, some essential oil companies will basically squeeze essential oil or essential oil-like compound out of that same plant matter up to 5 or 6 times and call it equivalent. Would you make a cup of coffee 6 times with the same grounds? Gross, right? Same with tea. It's basically water at the end. You and I both know that round 1 and round 6 are not going to be equivalent. Young Living only bottles their first distillation of plant matter and essential oil. That's super, super important, especially when you want to use them for therapeutic properties. Young Living's slogan is seed to seal, and that is basically a quality commitment they make to their employees, their distributors, their customers. It basically means from the seed that goes into the ground to sprout the plant to the seal on the essential oil bottle, they are involved in the entire process, and that's because their company was founded by a farmer who is an expert in farming. Ultimately, their biggest picture is not their financial bottom line, and I have seen them proven this over and over for the almost 5 years I've been a part of their company, and particularly this year. They care very much about philanthropy, healthy, happy people, and making the world a better place. They continue to surprise and delight me. They are very generous. Their customer service is amazing, and they don't cut corners. Their essential oils are only sourced from farms that meet their standards. Some of the farms they own, some of them are partner farms, But one of my favorite things about Young Living is they go even beyond organic certification. So when you have organic certification, you're locked into using certain type of weed and pest control methods that are designated by the U.S. Department of Agriculture. Young Living does not have that certification because they don't want to be locked into those, because they use essential oil blends and animals for a lot, and hand weeding for a lot of their farming. For example, they have sheep that live in their lavender fields. Sheep don't like to eat lavender, but they love to eat all the weeds, and they put out a great fertilizer. That's totally safe, right? Even if it might be non-traditional. So you can see that the difference in products that come from Young Living really goes all the way back to what is being done on our farms. And did you know that typically, not right now, but typically anybody can visit their farms or distilleries? They're not trying to hide secrets. Anybody can show up and tour them. I love that. So Young Living, extremely high standards, right? Their products are not going to be the cheapest available. They're not. I'll tell you that totally up front. But when you are putting products on your body, on your skin, in your body, in your home, what you get and what you're using matters so much. And we get to vote. Yes, I support high quality, I support safety, I support ethical business practices. And I'll tell you guys right now, when I'm doing longer classes, I tell this story in more detail. But I have been to some local small businesses in Michigan that were selling essential oils and asked questions about it because I know a little bit about farming and distillation. So, I asked, how do you distill that? Tell me about this. Tell me about this with the farming. And the people are like, we just buy this online and bottle it with their label. I would call that potentially deceitful, but you need to know what to ask. Just because something is labeled like with a private label or a small business doesn't mean that's where it came from. It matters a ton because oils are plants and they are much more comparable to food than anything else. How it's grown and harvested matters. And that is why I trust Young Living when it comes to it. The three biggest reasons I share about Young Living: our family's had hundreds of experiences now of benefit with their products. The second is that transparency I shared about. The third is going to be their generosity. They, without a doubt, have the most generous customer rewards program I have ever seen on the market in any industry. Young Living literally bends over backwards to give stuff away for free. I get 25% back of what I order monthly from them in points. You don't have to order monthly, but I get 25% of it back, so why wouldn't I? And I can spend that like store credit. This is way better than like the Costco, executive membership, which we also have and like barely break even on every year. What kind of stuff am I getting from Young Living? I'm not just buying oils. I'm getting stuff like cough drops, tea, chest rubs, everyday household items, cleaners, hand sanitizer, tons of stuff to stay well in the winter. Stuff that I am typically buying somewhere anyway. The best news, Young Living stuff does not have short expiration dates. Bless it, because if you saw my stories this morning, you saw me throwing out piles of like old over-the-counter medications, crap that like expired in 2017, and obviously we haven't needed it because I would have thrown it away by now. But I love that I'm spending money on stuff that works and lasts. Okay, because, spoiler, and this is super important because we're talking about our immune systems today, right? Traditional versions of some of these things I just mentioned, icy hot, cough drops, chest rubs, they are full of dyes, artificial ingredients, hormone messing ingredients. They are full of petroleum products. These things make you sick. Did you guys know that? Did you know that these ingredients can make you sick? I didn't until a couple years ago. The reason that is, and I'm going to talk about it a little more lately, they bog down and clog up our immune system, and then it can't function at its full capacity to fight the things we actually want our body to fight. We're going to come back to that in a few minutes. So that's what oils are. That's why Young Living's different. How do we actually use essential oils? Well, there's 3 ways. Sounds like the mail is getting delivered, so if my dog alerts us all, that's just your heads up. Okay, you can use oils 3 ways. You can use them aromatically, topically, and internally. I have a video, another Lunch and Learn, that demos those 3 ways. But you can basically inhale them in the air, you can apply them to your skin, and you can put them right in your body, whether it's in your mouth or a beverage or a capsule, as a dietary supplement. We use oils for so many things, everything from calming emotions to helping get toxins out of our body and all the way down to health of the cell of our bodies. When I teach about how to use essential oils, I like to use these terms, the short game and the long game. This is super relevant when we're talking about staying well. When I talk about the short game, I mean the idea that maybe we're experiencing, playing the short game with your health, like maybe I have a headache that I'm struggling to get rid of, or a cough that's making it hard to sleep at night, or I feel nauseated because I'm anxious about something. All those are short-term or short game health inconveniences. Did you know oils have tools to help you with all of those? And they don't expire, and they work. It's amazing. We're going to talk about some of them in a couple of minutes. But the short game is not the only type of health challenge that we have. We also have long game struggles, a lot of us. More and more people are suffering from things like GI issues, autoimmune issues, infertility, cancer, diabetes. These things are common, but they're not actually normal. They're just common. A lot of them are effects of the environment we live in. Did you guys know that and this is well published, 90-something% of cancers are related to lifestyle factors or environmental factors. Less than 10% of cancers are because of genetics. And often we think, I have a family risk of such and such, or I have a genetic risk of such and such. That does not lock you into the future of your health. Much more, it's about the things that we are surrounding our body with or putting on it or in it. Remember when I said some of those products on the store shelf are making us sick? That's exactly what I mean. Did you guys know that a lot of the ingredients in our typical home and toiletry products are commercially protected? They are. Did you know that the impact of traditional cleaning products on a woman's lungs is comparable to smoking 20 cigarettes a day? Isn't that insane? If you're watching, tell me if you have heard that before or if it totally shocks and alarms you like it did the first time I heard about it. If you look over on a bottle of something, whether it's perfume or lotion or body wash or shampoo or cleaner, if you see the word fragrance or parfum on it, that's a legally protected term. It hides hundreds of toxic chemicals behind the word itself. Companies don't have to disclose the ingredients in their fragrance because it's considered a trade secret. But 80% of them have never been tested for safety, and lots of them are proven to disrupt our body's natural processes, like our hormones and how they're supposed to work. A lot of them are directly proven to be linked to cancer. Crazy. It's crazy. In fact, there's a well-known cleaning brand that has really tricky marketing. They have been labeling their products non-toxic, and they're currently getting sued for that because it totally included toxic ingredients. So most cleaners, stuff with fragrance is pretty harmful for us. What do we use instead? Well, for cleaning, our family uses Thieves Cleaner from Young Living. If you are watching this video live or on replay and you don't already have a Young Living account, please write Thieves Cleaner below and that will enter you in the giveaway for a sample size of Thieves Cleaner. It is affordable, it works, it kills the stuff it's supposed to, it does an amazing job cleaning our home, and it is totally plant-based and safe for pets and kids and grown-ups. It's super important though, cleaners aren't the only thing that are toxic for you, right? I said remember candles, lotions, body sprays, anything that has fragrance in it, plug-ins. This stuff is super dangerous and we have got to get it out of our health if we want our immune system to have the best chance of fighting the way it's supposed to. When we're surrounding ourselves with artificial fragrance or artificial dyes or these other concerning ingredients, our body's working overtime. And now we know these ingredients accumulate in our fat cells. Our body doesn't get rid of them easily. They build up. They cause hormone problems. They can cause cancers, and they bog down our immune system because our body is rightfully flagging them as foreign invaders, which is exactly what they are. But it ties up the immune system because we all know what we really want our immune system to be fighting, right? Not just stuff in our lotion. But here's the good news. We don't have to live that way. There are other options, and there's actually really good, effective, and safe options. Essential oils do way, way more than smell good. Remember how we said they're the lifeblood of plants? They've got the power to fight germs, promote health, all the way down to the tiniest cells of our bodies. They can help our gut health. They can lift our mood. They can do so much more. First takeaway, big one of this class, read your labels. Become ingredient savvy. Watch for the F word, fragrance. Watch for it in personal care products. Watch for foreign invaders in your food. You are always going to be the best advocate for your body and your family. It will never be a manufacturer, a company, a government, or healthcare system. They are never going to be your best advocate for your body. Only you can be that. A lot of us have grown up taking care of our bodies reactively, right? We just kind of wait until we feel miserable to do something. Well, if we are getting rid of these foreign invaders that I talked about, we are proactively supporting our body to help it be less susceptible to injury, illness, and disease. That's amazing. Then it is equipped to fight the way it's supposed to when we're exposed to stuff it should fight. So instead of looking at essential oils as like a natural substitute for medication or short-term over-the-counter stuff, which it can do that, but we want to primarily look at it as food, right? Things that we consume to keep our bodies functioning well and nourished. Essential oils come from plants, right? Plants in all forms are fuel for our bodies to thrive. So when it comes to using essential oils, we want to think multiple servings, multiple times a day. Not, well, I'll put this in my cupboard and when I feel horrible, I'll grab it. Don't just play the short game. Play the long game with your health. So I shared a couple things about fragrances, what we inhale, how it can affect our bodies. Same thing goes for the things we put on our skin, right? It does not take long at all for anything we put on topically to be absorbed into our skin. We've got to be really careful about what touches it. Please, please, here's another big, easy takeaway. Please don't use chemical cleaning wipes with your bare hands. Personally, I wouldn't suggest using them at all. But if you have to, at least don't touch them with your bare hands. Back to oils. One of my favorite ways to use oils topically is in a roller or dropped directly from the bottle onto my skin or the top of my head. Some people like to combine drops of essential oil with something called a carrier oil, which is a fatty oil like coconut or avocado oil. This helps it spread out and be absorbed more slowly and easily into the body. I talked in my Tea Time Lunch and Learn yesterday, for those of you who caught that, about using essential oils internally. Some of Young Living's oils, they have a white label on them. I'll show you what one of them looks like. And it states that they're part of the Vitality line. Basically, this means that they have an approval called generally regarded as safe for internal consumption as a dietary product. See, they've got this white label and it says, backwards, right there it says Vitality. That one was Lemon Vitality. Young Living is, I think, the only company I know of to have that designation, probably because they're the only one that actually make a product that's safe enough to breathe, put on your skin, and ingest. Anything that exists from Young Living in a Vitality form, you can use it as a dietary supplement. Okay, guys, to recap for a second. If you like notes, here are some of your bullet points. Young Living has got the highest quality of essential oils you can get. They work amazingly well. This company is transparent, they are generous, and they share education and community. Number 2, you can use oils to help you with your short game, health inconveniences, and your long game, health challenges or goals. And then the practical, so you can use them 3 ways: aromatically, topically, and internally. So, for our family, when we used to go through that domino effect of winter illness that we talked about at the beginning of this class, we weren't really playing the long game at that point. We were not investing in our health actively. But that doesn't mean we weren't spending money on it. Remember how I told you guys about all that like over-the-counter crap that I just threw away right now because it expired? We bought that at some point, probably spent hundreds of dollars on what I threw away today. We rushed to the drugstore to get over-the-counter stuff because what we had was expired and we wanted our symptoms to be relieved. Maybe we missed work and missed out on paychecks. The thing is, we realized, and I want to encourage you with this, how are we really using our time and money? Like, is it matching what we say we prioritize? Because for us, we were prioritizing our car. We had a car's budget. We knew we had to save money for tire changes, oil changes, tire rotations, new tires, unexpected maintenance. But we only get one body. We can buy a new car, but God has only given us one body, and we need to steward it and use it well. I cannot tell you guys how grateful I am with everything that's been going on in the world that our family has made that change to prioritize being well a couple years ago. And it's not an accident that you're watching this video. I know it's because you feel a tug in your heart to reprioritize your health, just like I did. So let's talk about the best baby step that you can take today towards that goal of better wellness. It's this beautiful box. This is called a premium starter kit from Young Living. It is the perfect thing for beginners to get started in ditching toxins and bringing more healthful options into your home. It comes with the 12 most beloved essential oils for short game stuff and long game stuff. It also comes with a diffuser that is amazing, and it includes your wholesale membership, which means wholesale pricing, like Costco discount on everything Young Living makes. Fantastic. No, what's the word I'm looking for? Renewal fees, no annual fees, no strings attached, no cards with a bad picture. You get all this stuff for your jumpstart into wellness, and it is amazing. When you get started with your kit, there's a little box you can check. It says, yes, please make this my first Essential Rewards order. Remember that stuff I told you I get 25% back on? That's this. This is without a doubt the easiest way to switch from toxic stuff to safe stuff and get a bunch of free things while you do it. I personally, as a busy mama, I love that I don't have to Google ingredients when I'm getting toothpaste and dish soap and things like that. I love that I don't have to scan barcodes when I'm at the store and hold my kids in the cart with the other hand. I had to buy all that stuff anyway. The previous versions I've been getting were not helping my health, but these ones do. Shopping at Young Living does not have to be an extra splurge, you guys, because a lot of our products are so highly concentrated, and they are safe, and they are a money saver. Remember how I said they bend over backwards to give stuff away for free? This is how. And not just because of those points back that you earn, but depending on the size of your order every month, you can also be eligible for some pretty amazing freebies. It is no risk because there's no fees for it, and you can cancel the monthly part anytime if you want to. It's amazing. This month, when you get started with that starter kit, you'll get $10 back in points and free shipping. Yes, please. As a perk of being a member for Young Living, you can also share your referral link with other people if you want to. This is always an option, never a requirement. Remember how I said Young Living's transparent? That goes all the way into running a business with them as well. That's extremely important to me. So I love the flexibility and the perks they offer, but if it's not meshing with your priorities, you never have to do it to have your discount or anything like that. How many of you guys know you need these in your home? Drop a hand raise or an emoji or something like that and let me know. The next thing we're going to do, we are going to fly over what you can use these things in this box for, particularly when it comes to things that we might face in the fall and winter. If you already use oils and you're following along, please feel free to leave some comments about what you like to use these ones for as I talk about them. Okay, so this top tray in this box has got 10 oils in it. And you're like, oh, I thought you said it comes with 12. It does. Pull the ribbon out. There's another compartment under here that's got some more things that we'll go through here in a minute. But let's talk about these first. So this kit, 12 oils. 4 of them are what's called singles. That means they have 1 ingredient. And the other 8 are blends, which means there are multiple different types of oil in them. Guys, can you tell I don't usually wear headbands? Okay, so let's start with the oil I ran out of first. I always start with this guy. Lemon. And this is Lemon Vitality, so you can use it all 3 ways, right? When it comes to fall and winter, lemon is amazing, as are all citruses, for detoxifying and cleansing your cells. It is also wonderful for an energizing pick-me-up, which matters a ton in the dreary winter if you live where there's no sun, like me. I also love to put it in thieves tea, which I showed you guys how to make yesterday. So those are some winter wellness uses for lemon. Keep in mind, you guys, these oils have like hundreds of uses. I'm just focusing on the winter wellness ones today. Okay, this is lavender. This is the essential oil most people have heard of the most. It's nicknamed the Swiss Army knife of essential oils because it has so many uses. A lot of them are skin or sleep related because it's very soothing. But lavender also has some really great germ fighting properties, and it's gentle enough for the smallest family members. So when you are using this, whether it's topically or aromatically or internally, it's also fighting the yuck for you. Yes, my friend Stephanie says lemon is good for allergies. I'm going to get to that. She's right. Okay, oil number 3 from this box, frankincense. Guys, I didn't even really know what frankincense was. Like, I grew up hearing the Christmas story and stuff, but until I started with oils, I had no idea. So frankincense comes from a resin on a specific tree called the Boswellia cartieri tree. In the Middle East, we get our frankincense from a farm in Oman. And frankincense was good for baby Jesus, and it's good for us. It has so many uses, I could probably spend a whole class on it, but the most important, very excellent for your immune system, and it's amazing for the cells in your body. Like, all a microcellular level, it is amazing for them. That means it's also good for skin, right? Because our skin cells are turning over all the time. I also really love frankincense if I have headaches. Frankincense helps our cells in our body do what they are supposed to do, particularly when they are dividing frequently. If you are sciencey and you want more details about that, send me a message and I'll chat with you. Okay, the last single oil. So we had lemon, lavender, frankincense, and we have peppermint. This one's labeled in Vitality, but lavender and frankincense also both exist in Vitality, so you can read between the lines there. Okay, you guys, peppermint essential oil, if you have it in your home, it should smell earthy and leafy like a peppermint plant. It should not smell like a candy cane. I love peppermint for anything related to aches and pains topically. I also love it for focus and refreshment. I use it in my water to soothe an itchy or a sore throat. You can also mix peppermint, lavender, and lemon together. We call this the springtime trio or the allergy trio. Part of the reason I got to throw away so many ridiculous over-the-counter expired allergy meds is that I use these now. And they work better than the prescription and over-the-counter stuff I used to have to use. You can also use peppermint for a cooling sensation. If you are under the weather and feeling very hot, you can apply peppermint topically and it should be soothing for that. Yay! Thanks, Steph, for all of your additional uses. That's so helpful. Okay, so we're going to move on to blends. The first blend I need to tell you guys about, Thieves. I talked about this a little bit yesterday. Thieves changed our life, you guys. Thieves it's called Thieves because legend has it that years and years ago there was a band. There was a band of thieves who were robbing dead and dying people and not getting sick. And theoretically, they were using rosemary, clove, cinnamon, and lemon, which are 4 of the ingredients in this blend. The other one is eucalyptus. We put Thieves oil in, on, and around our body every day, especially in the winter. We drink it in Thieves tea, we put it topically on, and we put it in the diffuser multiple times a week for sure. You can actually get an entire line of Thieves infused products from Young Living, from dental floss to house cleaner and pretty much everything in between. This is a game changer. You need Thieves things in your house, especially this winter, because the way that these oils work, they basically guard your body from germs like a bouncer does at the door of a club. That might sound too good to be true, but that is my non-sciencey explanation of the science and how it works. When you're putting Thieves on and around your body, it is fighting on your behalf. Hi, Danny. My friend Danny says, I forgot about the time change. Yeah, girl, you can always catch up at the beginning later. Sorry guys, my nose is itchy. If you want to know more of the specific science about Thieves, let's talk. But it's basically what it does to viruses and bacteria. It does not let them overrun your body. So that's why I call it the bouncer at a club, right? Kind of stands at the door, not letting a bunch of people rush in. Yeah, that's Thieves. All right, next blend here, and how do we use it in the winter and fall wellness. This one is Digize. This is going to make an oil skeptic a believer. I must have gotten peppermint on my face, you guys. Sorry, don't mind me scratching here. I think when I was smelling it, I totally got some peppermint on my nose. Digize. It's named that because it's awesome for digestive support. So whether you are feeling icky because you were traveling, or it was motion, or it was germs, this is going to help soothe anything digestive. You can put it straight on your belly, or you can put it straight into your mouth, or you can put it in a capsule. It is very, very helpful for all things digestive. It is fantastic. All right, Stephanie says Digest was my aha oil. No kidding. If you're comfortable sharing a little more about that, please feel free to. Pan Away, you guys. Pan Away takes your pan away. And can I just tell you that I saw, I can't tell you the brand name, but like a popular brand of icy hot type muscle rub. I had some old sample packets up there when I was cleaning out our bathroom cabinet today. And like the first couple ingredients sound good. It's like, ooh, aloe, arnica, blah, blah, blah. And you start getting to the end and it's like blue, number 1, yellow, number 5. Do you guys know that those fake colors and stuff are made from petroleum byproducts, which is like basically made from diesel fuel? It's disgusting and it's terrible for your body. Google artificial colors and what they can do to your body. It does not need to be in this stuff. But you know what? I threw them away because we don't need them. Because we have Pan Away. Pan Away is perfect topically or in Epsom salts in the bathtub. I love mixing it with coconut oil. If I push myself too hard in a workout or if I have cramps during that special time of the month, anything that is achy or sore, put some Pan Away on it. This next blend is called Raven, and you can remember what it's for because of the R that it starts with. It is for all things respiratory. So this is another one that is great to mix with coconut oil. You can make a chest rub out of it. You can put it in a roller. This helps my husband a ton if he's got like mucus drainage. RC is another oil that is very helpful for that. We just threw away a bunch of Flonase because he used to have to take that all the time and he doesn't need to anymore. Raven is fantastic if you need help respiratory wise. This next blend is called Citrus Fresh Vitality, and this is so refreshing for anything that is remotely stinky. This is a blend of citruses and spearmint. It is in that vitality label, so you can put it in your water if you want to, which is extremely helpful in staying well in the fall and winter because if we are not drinking enough water, our body is not running the way that it's supposed to. Good hydration is a huge key for staying healthy. Citrus Fresh is also awesome for uplifting the mood and detoxification because it's full of citruses. So we've got 3 more blends, and these are kind of in a little group on their own. They are Stress Away, Peace and Calming, and Valor. And these are primarily helpful with mood, emotions, hormones, things like that. But you know what? That is popping my neck here. That is so relevant to our physical fall and winter wellness, and this is why. Think about when you're super stressed and run down. When you're super stressed and run down, aren't you more likely to get sick? Because I know I am. But if we have tools to help manage our stress, which essential oils can be because of how they work in your brain. Did you know your sense of smell is directly connected to the same area in your brain that processes emotions and memories? Pretty cool. When we're emotionally stressed, we're way more susceptible to physical sickness. But if we're managing our stress in healthy ways, it impacts our whole body. It is not just our mental health. Mental health is not like a little island over here away from the rest of our body over here. It is all interconnected. So let's talk about these. Stress Away. Stress Away feels like vacation in a bottle. It is one of my 6-year-old's favorite oils. It smells like vanilla and lime. The name's pretty straightforward for its use. I love it topically and I love it aromatically. Helps our body stay well because when our stress is down, our body is working better. Peace and Calming. Peace and Calming is one of my top 3 favorite oils of all time. For sure. It smells so good. It's got tangerine, ylang ylang, which is kind of floral, blue tansy, and orange peel. Oh, it smells so good, you guys. Peace and Calming is wonderful for the tiniest baby to the oldest adult. It is so gentle and so soothing. It's specifically blended to lift your mood, and it is a great one for sleep or occasional anxiety. The last oil that comes in this kit is Valor, and this is in my diffuser over here. Today I got a big bottle of it. Can you guys see that right there? I've got some Valor and some lemon in there, and those two together smell like pink lemonade. So good. Valor helps promote feelings of confidence. I almost always use it before I do a live video. Ooh, good idea, Stephanie. Stephanie is sharing in the comments, you guys, some ideas about Stress Away and Peace and Calming. Such good ideas. Valor is perfect whether you have something big and new scheduled that day or you just need an extra boost to face your day. Now, this beginner box I'm telling you guys about also comes with a diffuser. I'm realizing I have my typical diffuser it comes with called the Desert Mist. It is loaned out to a friend right now. But it also comes, thank you, Stephanie, for being here. Stephanie's got to go. Girl, you ask me your sciencey questions anytime and we'll chat about it. Okay, this box comes with a couple other goodies that you guys need to know about. It comes with 2 packets of Ningxia Red, which I have multiple Lunch and Learn videos about, but Ningxia Red is one of the key things that turned around our winter domino effect to much smoother sailing when it comes to our immune systems. And this is because it is totally super chock full of antioxidants, which are amazing for keeping our bodies well. It's food. This is basically a superfood drink. The primary ingredient is like wolfberries or goji berries, which are way higher in antioxidants than like pomegranates or blueberries or anything like that. I love it. Our kids love it. My doctor husband loves it. You can scroll back on my wall and look at some other videos I have about Ningxia Red. Then the last 2 things, or the last couple things you'll get in here, some Thieves hand sanitizer. Some of them are coming in sample packets right now. Some of them are coming in bottles like this, and a Thieves spray. So remember I talked to you guys about how Thieves is the bouncer at the door of the club, right? Well, we don't just need that in our homes right now. We also need it for on the go. Both of these products have alcohol in them, so they are disinfecting. The spray is perfect for stuff like gas pump handles, doors, shopping cart handles, things like that. The hand sanitizer is literally the best hand sanitizer I've ever used, and the only one we use now. 1, because it's not getting recalled for having toxic junk in it like most other hand sanitizers are lately. And 2, because it does not dry out your hands and make them crack and burn. It's got some aloe in it. It's got some peppermint essential oil in it. So when you guys are using these, you're getting that club bouncer effect without clogging up your immune system with foreign invaders. Huge. The last thing you get is you get 2 of these. Did you guys see that my Stress Away and Peace and Calming had these little silver roller tops? You get 2 of those in your kit so you can start using oils topically right away if you want to. Okay, you guys, we are wrapping it up. You are here today because somebody invited you or you are my friend. But regardless of the reason, you're here because someone cares deeply about your health and your family. You guys, I do these videos not because I want to sell stuff. I do these because our life was changed and I know what it feels like to feel better and I want you to feel better. This is not just like a hobby or like a financial plan or scheme for me. I mean, it has financial blessings, but you guys, I do this because of how much different and better our family feels. And I know what it's like to be bogged down with ingredients that are harming your body. And I know now what it's like to feel better and fresh and energized and ready to help serve people and have tools. And I want to share them. It is so important. If you have not yet gotten started with Young Living and this stuff is piquing your interest, please chat with me. I've got some special offers that I would love to extend to you. If someone invited you to watch this, touch base with them. If you don't have a go-to person and you just stumbled upon this, please reach out to me. I would be honored to chat with you more and help you. You guys are going to be so blessed by this company. They are not trying to fill your body with toxic junk. They are not trying to sell you stuff you don't need. They have amazing, amazing solutions for the things we all face every day. Like I said, whether it's cleaning your house, brushing your teeth, headaches, allergies, stress, we've got stuff that can help. And if it sounds too good to be true, this is what I want you to remember. These work not just because somebody created them and put them together and said, oh, I'm going to sell that. These work because they're based on plants. And God is the kind and intentional creator who created all the plants to help our bodies thrive. He gets the credit. He gets the glory every time I use these or share them with someone else. So you guys are going to be blessed by this. If you don't already have access to your own Young Living stuff, like I said, leave a comment with the words Thieves Cleaner. That will enter you to win a sample of it. And if anyone has questions, feel free to leave them for me now. But I will also, if I don't see any questions in the next minute or two, I will look back through the comments a little bit later and see if there are any. But thank you guys for being here. Thank you for joining me. I hope you learned some good things. All right. I think I'm going to end the video for length, and I will come back and look for questions later. Bye, guys.